Field. Nice home-and-home series between these two former South 7 Conference rivals. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside today on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers fixes them all. Give them a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you set for the 2-4-1 Mount Vernon Rams and the 2-5 Benton Rangers. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
It's time for every golfer's favorite holiday. Super Demo Day returns to the Rinley College Golf Outlet Saturday, April 5th from 10 till 4. Free range balls, free fittings, and free expert advice from industry professionals. 12 of the hottest brands will be showcased, including TaylorMade, Callaway, and Ping. Hit some balls with a new 2014 driver, like the new Callaway Big Bertha, or get fitted for the new Ping I-25 irons. Real golfers can't miss this event. It's Super Demo Day, Saturday, April 5th at the Rinley College Golf Outlet, just off the interstates in Mount Vernon.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back to Eovaldi Field here at the Benton Community Park. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX and WMIXSports.com, where the Mount Vernon Rams need a win. One game here today, of course, 2-4-1. They come in lone victories over the Pinckneyville Panthers and the St. Teresa Bulldogs. You look at the Benton Rangers, of course, a team that have been on the cusp of great things in years past, but struggling somewhat out of the gate at 2-5. But DC, as we know, Rangers, not unlike the Rams, play a very tough schedule to open the year and throughout the year.
Both teams need a win here today. Benton and Mount Vernon not playing well early. Of course, Benton had a win opening year against Carterville, then went on a 5-game run of losing, and then, of course, won last week against Carmine. Of course, Mount Vernon coming off that doubleheader loss at Mattoon on Saturday, the wind and the cold. And I think when you look at this, both teams need a win. They're getting closer to conference season. Mount Vernon will start, of course, Thursday. Of course, the interesting thing, Montini will play Benton tomorrow and then play Mount Vernon on Wednesday, too. So these two teams looking for confidence before their conference schedule starts.
Well, need some confidence indeed. And, of course, for the Rams, they have a tough one with Effingham tomorrow. Of course, you said the Rangers will have Montini, whereas the Rams will have them on Wednesday. But you take a look at two teams, the coach is very familiar with each other. Obviously, Brett Blondie having been Tim Holloway's assistant back in Mount Vernon. And these two teams have not met since March of 2012 at this very park. Of course, both of last year's games were rained out. The May 7th game, of course, in 2012 was rained out at BK Field. So these two teams haven't seen each other in quite a while. A lot of names, of course, missing from both of those programs at the time. Of course, the Rangers at the time, oh my gosh, back in 2012, loaded, of course, with Leffler and Childers, among others. And the Rams, of course, a different crew back then as well. And so kind of a different feel here, whereas both teams last time, of course, were playing for, trying to get near 20 wins. Now you have two teams just trying to get closer to 500.
Well, you're about both teams trying to make a name for themselves. A lot of graduation losses for both programs over the last couple of years, and the guys you replace, they go on to the next level, various levels. It's hard to replace those guys year in and year out in either program. And both teams here today, younger kids looking to make a name and looking to get some momentum. Benton wanted to win 2 in a row, and of course Mount Vernon would like to get a win, heading in a very the start of a very difficult week.
Well, very difficult week indeed. It all starts here today. We need to meet the Mount Vernon Rams batting order. We'll do that courtesy of Page Insurance. Call for a quote at 242-7000 or log on to pageinsurance.net.
Leading off with shortstop Ryan Campbell, batting second at second is Reed Millwood. We can tell you that today because he doesn't have on the ninja outfit. Batting third and catching is Thomas Weber. Batting fourth at first and cleanup spot is Jake Pike. Batting fifth, he's the DH for Mr. Giants in right field is Jackson Horton. Batting sixth and pitching today, Derek Hayes. Batting seventh in center, Blake Jones. Batting eighth at third base, Braden Smith. And batting ninth in left field is Zach Brookman for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
Page Insurance, give them a call for a quote at 242-7000. Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big small Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. It's a beautiful day here in Benton. Of course, 69 degrees should be your first pitch temperature. Partly cloudy skies, but right now the sun is peeking out from behind the clouds. It should be a great day at the ballpark. Dimensions here at Eovaldi Field, of course, 305 down the line, 335 in the gaps, and 350 to straightaway center. So a little bit closer dimensions in terms of proximity as compared to the home park.
This is a friendly confines. And the wind out of the south today, if you get one in the jet stream in the right center, right field, you're going to have an opportunity to get one. Of course, if you do hit one well, you're going to get one to left. I mean, a nice little baseball field, a nice facility, but one of those that it is not a pitcher's park. This is one of those, if you get the starting nod here, your arm may be sore by the time you get to the park.
Well, we've seen some games. We've seen some kids go long distances in terms of pitching. But for the Rangers defensively, we got Gibbs, Nathaniel Higgins, Spike Bunton from left to right in the outfield. Caleb Carney, Dakota Head, Chase Owens, Martin Ward, third to first. Tyler Owens doing the catching for Logan Threlkeld.
Now we have a discussion in the dugout for some reason. And it seems to be very animated. I don't understand why the animation. Call the lineup. There's a DH. As they go through it, two umpires are at the Mount Vernon dugout talking to Tom Fulkerson and Tim Holloway. Of course, across the way, DuQuoin and Benton softball will be playing here in the park. And the JV Rams and Benton were playing over across the other field. You'll start seeing some little guys start trickling in here for too much longer practice. Now the umpires are ready to go.
Well, this is the type of facilities where everything lumped here together, and it's a great facility. Tennis plays, of course, a little bit further back in the park, but in terms of parking, if you want to park close, probably don't want to do that unless you have to, as you are destined for a foul ball, of course, everything in such close proximity, but they have a great thing going here in this Benton Community Park. There's also a flat out there closer to the interstate where if you wanted to get a pickup football game going, as has been done many times, you could certainly do that. Just a great facility and a great park system. Here in Benton, first pitch set to come, of course, a beautiful Monday afternoon. First pitch is at 4:22 to Ryan Campbell, who fouls it off. Down the third base side, it'll be 0-1.
One of the things they've done is made a rule out here, the buses cannot go past the entrance. There were some years the buses would go in this circle out here with the cars and either nearly go by or hit cars driving around.
Never fun as the 0-1 is going to sail outside. Even count here to Ryan Campbell, the junior shortstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rams baseball, as always, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. 5 Jefferson County branches. Here comes the sidearm sling on the way. It's going to miss high to Campbell. 2 balls and a strike.
I haven't seen a three-quarter guy, sidearm guy, in a long time at this level. Somebody that'll do it consistently.
Here we get on the 2-1. It's Campbell. Digs in the back of the box, and he's going to lace this into right center field for a base hit. Could get to the fence, which doesn't take much on the ground, as Campbell's going to head for second base looking for a double, and he'll slide in safely.
Well, that's a good start. I think if you're Mount Vernon, you need some hits. Need some hits put together, string together, not only for everybody's individual averages, but confidence as a team, because you know just as much as bad hitting can be contagious, good hitting can be almost as much, if not better. See what happens here for Reed Millwood. RBI chance in the top of the first. No score yet. Runner on second base is Campbell, who led off with a double, if you're just joining us. Millwood looking for some offensive confidence as well. Center fielder shading just slightly towards left. Middle infield, of course, trying to prevent a possible steal. Bunt laid down, fouled on the third base side. Will be 0-1 to Millwood. Busy week for the Rams, of course. Effingham and Montini Tuesday and Wednesday at home. On the road Thursday, weather permitting, against the Altop Crusaders, and then Friday we'll head to DuQuoin. Lady Rams have Waltonville Session-Valier today at the Cusimano Sports Complex. As Reed Millwood stands back in the box, 0-1 the count. 1 on, nobody out. Top first, no score yet between the Rams and the Rangers. Curveball coming inside. That's going to hit Millwood in the back. Well, off to a good start from Mount Vernon. A couple of runners reach base, and the big stick's coming.
All for Thomas Weber, of course, leads the team in extra base hits, does have a home run on the year. Batting average took a hit on Saturday in the doubleheader, but finally started to come around with the bats. But you're not going to see a lot of guys as we get deeper into the season maybe decide to pitch to Tommy.
I think by the time you get to Thursday, word is going to be out. He's going to either have to be very selective or he will not see many pitches.
OBP could go up for Thomas Weber. Stands in with 2 on and nobody out in the top half of the first inning. Pitcher Threlkel looks back to second. Catches Weber off guard. Front foot's foul. Nothing in one.
Sidearm thrower like this, right-hand hitter from right-hand pitcher, you got to get that front side to stay in. A lot of times the tendency is when this kind of right-hand pitcher will drop down, the right-hand hitter wants to pull out, wants to swing open with the front side, and that'll cause you a lot of weak hitting if you do that.
Runners are on first and second. Campbell led off the game with a double. Zildwood was plunked by a curveball. This is going to be a low fastball. It'll be 0-2 to Thomas. Weber followed by Pike. Could see Jackson Horton here in the top half of the first inning. No score yet between the Rams and the Rangers. Benton, of course, a former South 7 Conference foe. 2 teams have played a home and home, even though Benton departed the conference some 21 years ago. They play twice every year. I'm told, at least have scheduled twice every year, I should say. As a 0-2 is going to come, and that'll hit the back calf of Thomas Weber to put another runner aboard. And just like that, the base is loaded for Jake Pike with nobody out.
Brett Blondie will go out and talk to his team, infielders, catchers included. Base is loaded, nobody out. Courtesy runner at first. Guessed it.
Thinking so.
Yeah, he's at the usual duty.
Our man Connor Story is your courtesy runner, number 6.
Oh.
Visits the mound was presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. The Dr. Eric Black, Tracy Adams, and staff who wish the Mount Vernon Rams, Lady Rams, and all area teams the best of luck this season. Bases loaded, nobody out, top of the first inning for Jake Pike. Pike's bat came alive, of course, in that second game on Saturday. Rams lost a doubleheader to Mattoon to fall to 2-4-1 on the year. Just a day after getting a come-from-behind victory over Decatur St. Teresa at Brennan Klein Field. Pitcher Threlkel out of the stretch will come. It'll be low and away to the left-handed bat. 1 ball, no strikes as Pike gets ahead here. Of course, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Chrysler Center, home of the Express Lane, fast oil changes and more. 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 1-0 the count to Pike, the lefty. Bases crammed. Outside again low, 2-0.
Make your taking here. You take till you get a strike at this point. Not been able to throw strikes, hit 2 batters in a row. Definitely need to be selective.
Jackson Horton in the on-deck circle for the Rams. Bases loaded. That's 3 aboard with nobody out. Top of the first, no score. Threlkel out of the stretch. They'll fire one across the outside corner, says the home plate umpire. It'll be 2-1, which, again, the DH Jackson Horton on deck. He has some pop in the bat. Looking to get some confidence for him yet this season, trying to get him with a rhythm. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, nobody out, no score here in the top of the first from Benton. Threlkel trying to get his team out of a jam. It's going to be tough to do like that as that sails outside, 3-1.
No defense of the walk. Or the hit batter, either way.
Decent crowd on hand, though.
That's a nice day. Everybody's getting out. First really warm day of the baseball softball season, to be honest.
No doubt about that. 3-1 the count here. Bases loaded outside. Now to Walker run in. Rams on top, 1-0 on the base on balls RBI.
Good start for Mount Vernon. Again, patience. Brett Blondie is on his way. He is not going to wait.
Knows he can with a lineup like this and a program like this. Of course, Brett Blondie, we told you, spent many years under Tim Holloway at Mount Vernon before taking the job here in the 2008-2009 school year. This is the mound. It's presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Here on WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Quentin Lloyd back at our Mount Vernon studio. And right now, the Rams on top 1-0. Here in the early going with the bases loaded and, of course, nobody out.
Go again. Pitcher. Swapping. Now we have to find out. Carney switched spots with Threlkel, right? Yep. Position changes, yep. So Threlkel goes no innings, 1 hit. Currently at 1 run, but that, of course, can change. It was earned. 2 walks and no strikeouts. right now he better hope that Kearney can get him out of the game, out of this inning with just 1-0.
Going to take a lot of work, of course, as Caleb Kearney comes in to pitch from third base. We'll get to know the Ranger batting order in the bottom half of the first inning. Right now, still in the top of the first. Bases loaded, nobody out, and a 1-0 Ram lead. Not the way you want a game to start, of course, if you're Brett Blondie.
No, got to throw strikes.
Teams that have been on the cusp of greatness. Talent come through here, and then always would seem to find that buzzsaw in the postseason.
Well, they went to a sectional final in 11. Lost to Anna Jonesboro, who got beaten in the Super. Won a regional in 12.
That was a walk-off walk, wasn't it?
Sectional final at sectional semi at Vandalia. 13 got beaten in a regional final at DuQuoin. That was a 5-inning game last year. So this team's had a lot of success, a lot of kids going on. Not only played baseball, of course, Tyler Leffler playing at Bradley made the ESPN Sports Center top 10 plays of the day on Saturday. But a lot of other kids playing a lot of other sports as well that have come through this program.
A lot of great athletes on that team in 2012. No doubt about that. Some of them are probably still in this very book.
Probably.
They'll be for the next 3 seasons.
Big as this book is, it might be a decade.
This will bring in Jackson Horton, the DH, who takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner from the new pitcher, Caleb Kearney.
This book's big enough. It might be a decade, depending on spring.
Oh, well, yeah, it'll take a lot of rain.
Yeah.
In terms of our schedule, it shouldn't take that long.
No, not doing every game, it doesn't.
Nothing in one count, and then he'll reach out for it, lift it in the center. Shouldn't be a problem. For Higgins, he will come up and make the grab. Not very deep ballpark. They're going to go ahead and tag the lead runner, and coming in to score on the dive is Reed Millwood on the sac fly RBI to make it 2-0.
Well, that's a good job by Jackson Horton. Got it out of the infield, got it in the outfield there, obviously, and a sac fly RBI. This Rams up 2-0.
First and second are your runners with 1 out, 2-0 lead. Rams won a thriller back here in 12, 10-7.
Yep.
Of course, the Rangers had guys like Cody Smith, Tyler Leffler, Trey Garrett, Mason Childers, Jarrett Johnston. Stop me if you've heard this before. Ethan Hughes, Scott Johnson, Bo Gibbs, Cameron Rock. That's a pretty good lineup for the Rangers.
Yeah.
First pitch on the way to the right-handed batter, as it would be Derek Hayes. He's actually getting the start on the hill today. He'll take a first pitch outside for 1-0. Rams, in case you're wondering, had Zach Jones in the starting lineup that day. Landon Thomas, who felt like he was here forever. He actually had 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in that game. Probably your player of the game, I'd have to assume. As the 1-0 pitch will come, it's inside the low, 2-0. Grant Garrett, Colin Young, Pat the Bat Bradford, Trevor Flota, Matt Williams, and Clayton Reeves. So a lot of those guys made hay last year. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. There's a lot of pretty good baseball players last 4 or 5 years to these two programs.
No doubt about that. As we wait the 2-0, 2 on and only 1 out. It's going to be a strike across the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Jones on deck for the Rams. Of course, Rams baseball is presented by Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Check it over FDIC.
Vapor trail out there. You know, for that one ball. Weston Mason hit. That's still going.
Hasn't landed yet. The 2-1 count. That's going to get behind Hayes, and both runners will advance. First and second will be Pike at second, or I should say second and third. Pike at second, and Connor Sawyer will go to third base.
Well, you have to throw strikes. And if you want to throw three-quarter sidearm, that's fine. But your slot, your arm slot, has to be the same to get strikes. And right now, both pitchers from Benton, their angle, their arm slots everywhere, which the release point's messed up, and that's why the ball is tailing different places. The elbow drops, and that changes everything.
See how it impacts things here in the top of the first still. 2 on, 1 out. Rams on top 2-0 as Derek Hayes at a 3-1 count. The last ball went well behind him. Allowed for a double RBI chance. Book's still not closed on the starting pitcher throw killed. As Kearney tries to get the Rangers out of the inning, that's going to be foul tipped through the 5-hole of the catcher. It'll be a full count.
Several celebrities have told me they would be here today.
Have you seen any?
I haven't seen any. Culture will be appearing.
Nice.
A basketball coach, football coach from Benton will be here.
Nice. Full count offering. Here it comes. And Hayes is going to take his base. That's low for ball 4.
Dignitaries coming in. Now, opportunity knocking here for Mr. Jones. He has the orange shoes, orange batting gloves. Oh, Tim Holloway's back to wearing the black and white shoes.
He's trying. Don't let him fool you. He says he's not baseball superstitious.
Yeah.
I noticed he was excited when I came to the lineup, changing some things up a little bit. As the first pitch will be a low strike to Jones, 0-1.
I like this zone. Get these kids swinging the bat. If it's close, swing it. I like the throwback stirrups at short and first for Benton today. Love those.
No balls and a strike, 1 out, bases loaded, top 1. 2-0 ball game, Rams on top, and this is going to be on the inside corner to Jones. 0-2. Understand it was the Masters' birthday yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Happy birthday to the Masters.
I didn't hear anything from the track side of things here in Benton. They're probably obviously practicing or meet.
Of course, the Masters need not a real introduction. As the 0-2 comes in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blake Jones with Rod Shirts.
I heard from the girls' track coach here at Benton yesterday, but it wasn't about track or coming here or anything.
Cubs baseball?
No.
Oh, Wildcats basketball?
Yeah.
Should have gone there first. 1-2 the count. Here on Jones, bases loaded, top of the first, 1 out from Eovaldi Field. Pitch on the way from Carney. This is going to be sent foul behind us. Count remains 1-2.
Jones hanging tough, but this is kind of an inning here if you're Benton. If you can get out of this at 2-0, you got to feel like you've gotten away with something and maybe a little momentum. And if you're Mount Vernon, you want to put a crooked number up big early. You just don't want to leave all these ducks on the pond out here to strand.
Carney out of the stretch of the right-hander with the bases loaded, and that's going to be into the back of Blake Jones. So that'll get another run across the plate. And that'll shut the door, of course, now on Logan Threlko.
3 runs all earned. And here we go.
Things not going well for the Rangers here in the top of the first.
It's just a matter of pitching and throwing strikes right now.
Three 0 Rams on top. This will be Braden Smith playing third base today with Hayes at the pitcher. See what happens is 1 out, bases loaded. Inside, well inside. Well past the jaw. Going to be 1-0 to Smith. We get your scoreboard updates throughout the day presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. Look for him in his office. That would be at the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Smith looks for a pitch here, and he'll wave and miss. It'll be 1-1. Good pitch there by Caleb Carney. Carney on in relief. Thus far has pitched a third of an inning with 1 out in the top of the first. A 3-0 ball game, not responsible for the runs that have crossed the plate, but responsible for the runners aboard. See what happens on the 1-1 to the right-hander, Braden Smith. Carney will fire out of the stretch. Here comes. Chop ground ball past the third baseman, or Lauren at least will score. Here comes Pike Hayes, is going to be waved around. Jones on his horse towards third. They'll be held up there. It'll be a 2 RBI double for Braden Smith.
Very nicely done. Snuck one inside the line, inside the bag at third, down and into the corner, and 2 RBIs, and the Mount Vernon Rams got a cricket number, 5-0. Those of you wondering, Threlko pitched to 4 batters in the inning, so 4 runs and 4 earned in between. Oh, that's right. 4 and 4. Now the book's closed. Yeah, now the book's closed. Got it up 4. And out of those 3, he gave up a double and then hit 2 and walked another. Did not get an out. And right now, Caleb Carney trying to help extinguish this fire that's starting to burn out of control. Wild pitch will be thrown behind the batter. Here comes Blake Jones. Not a chance at the plate. And it'll be 6-0. That's a good jump by Jones. Good secondary lead. Good one-way on that deal. And he was able to keep his momentum going toward the plate. Saw the fly immediately when he get by the catcher. He was there. Not backstop decently long here. Not very. But the ball got by the catcher. And great job by Jones to read that very well.
Third visit of the inning to the mound by Brett Blondie. It's presented by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Brett Blondie does not appear to be happy. 6-0 ball game sees the Rams on top of the Rangers in the top of the first with 1 out and a runner on third. And the Rams will have batted around as Brookman is at the plate. He took a wild pitch behind for a ball. Eek. Not where you want to be if you're the Rangers right now.
No, and the bottom simple line is throw strikes. That's probably what Brett Blondie's saying out there. Again, it's one thing to get the double and somebody scores and hit it, but too many free passes, too many hit by pitches here so far in this first inning. You can't have that. I don't care what level you're in.
Well, that's the place the Rams have always enjoyed playing, of course. Have really gotten the offense going here. Of course, we told you about March of 2012. May of 2011 was just as spectacular of a show for Wes Mason and the Rams. That not in this book. Do not possess the Bob Carpenter scorebook.
I have that book at home. Those are different. I do have that game at home.
Have that book somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I got mad one day at the office and just, I think, pitched everything.
Can't imagine.
I was told to, I forget what happened.
Organized.
Hard to believe. 1-0 coming, another wild pitch. It'll be over the head of Brookman. Coming in to score will be Braden Smith, and it's 7-0.
Well, it's not. There's nothing you can do. I mean, if you're Brett Blondie, you're in the dugout, you got to have somebody throw strikes. And again, if you don't have anybody throwing strikes, you can't coach. You can't do anything. You have to throw strikes, and the Benton bullpen up once again with action down the left field line.
Count is 2-0 to Brookman. He's taken two behind the back here to start. With one out, the base is empty. 7-0. Rams on top of the first. For just joining us, and now he'll send one foul down the third base line. It's 2-1. Video streaming returns in August. It's presented by Ren Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how the Rams football team will play the Taylorville Tornadoes Week 1 in 2014. 2-1. It's going to be sent to the shallow left center field for a base hit. And the parade continues for the Rams. Just a parade of base runners.
8 of 9 guys have reached base the first time through the order. The only guy that did was Jackson Orton. He had a sacrifice fly RBI.
I'll say every at-bat has been productive for the Rams here in the top of the first. 7-0 ball game, runner on. One out for Ryan Campbell. He led off the game with a double. That was against Logan Threlkeld, so he's getting his first look at Caleb Carney. Right-hander out of the stretch with a runner on. Small lead for Brookman, and now Campbell will lift this one into left field. On the run, can't get there is Gus Gibbs. Around second, headed for third is Brookman. He'll be waved around. Here comes a possible throw. Relay will come for the third baseman, Threlkeld. Not in time. They may have a chance for the runner at third, but the ball will get away, and Campbell's safe on the slide.
Double RBI for Ryan Campbell, and things keep going Mount Vernon's way. 8-0.
Second Chance Auto, one of our booster sponsors here. You can find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. They have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, again, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. As Millwood will stand in. He was hit in the back his last time. Later came around to score on the sac fly RBI by Jackson Horton. So one gone, 8-0 ball game. Runner on third, one out, top one. As Millwood will take it on the inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1 to Reed. What an inning. The Rams on top, 8-0 over the Rangers. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. You'll find a gamut of information as the 0-1 will be tapped, foul off the ankle. It'll be 0-2 to Rito Burrito. Back Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of Rams and Lady Rams Athletics, as well as high school sports on WMIX. Ask about the one account. It's free checking and high-yield interest. 0-2 pitch coming inside. Least off the plate will be 1-2 now to Millwood with Weber again on deck. Rams sitting their 11th batter of this first inning to the plate with an 8-0 lead. A runner on third, one out, 1-2 the count. This is going to come inside. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Millwood. The Rams up 8-0 before we can really even get a score from anywhere else. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. It's going to come inside to count full. Softball side. Looks like the Rangerettes lead 2-0.
Zip.
A game in the second. This game's still in the top of the first with a full count on Millwood. One out, runner on third, and he will send this foul. Brett Blondie will intercept. There you go. No, Tim Holloway. No chance.
No. Brett being younger, he can pick up the ball a little easier.
A little more agile. Full count, here comes. This is going to hit Millwood in the buttocks for another Ram base runner. Winning Edge is another of our Rams booster sponsors. Have a feeling just go ahead and get these in while we can. Yeah, wherever it is. There it is. Baseball and softball season are here, but what about your corporate season? Make the call to the bullpen for Winning Edge's high-quality embroidered apparel to equip your employee team in style. Winning Edge, downtown Mount Vernon. As I say that, Brett Blondie makes another trip to the mound. This trip will be presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon. So, 4th trip of the inning.
Pretty short and to the point. Not much to say.
The left-handed pitcher now.
Yeah, that was... Where did he come from? He came from the pen. That is number 3, Cole Richardson, right. we're not careful, all three of us up here in the box make it throw today for everybody.
Well, we've seen stranger things happen.
Well, let's see. Mr. Carney, he goes 1/3 of an inning, and he gives up 3 hits. To go through this, he gives up 4 runs, which of course he has 2 more on the base he's responsible for. Walked 3, struck out none, and we're still in the bottom of the first.
Carney went back to third.
Okay.
So if I had to assume a spot in the batting order, just from looking around the Ranger lineup, it looks like Cole Richardson will actually bat 7th.
Yep.
Just ahead of Caleb Carney.
That's bad when you start a game and pitch and you don't even get the bat. That's Logan Threlkeld.
Well, you feel for him because you don't think anybody expected this to happen. 8-0, Rams on top. You're just joining us here in the top of the first, 1 out right now. For the Rams, they have 2 aboard. Runners on first and second. 6 Ranger walks probably have been the story, I think. Of course, most of those were the hit-by-pitch variety. I think 4-2 split there. Rams do have 4 hits and only 1 out. That out was productive as a sac fly RBI for Jackson Horton. So we'll get back to the action here. It'll be a left-handed pitcher. His name is Cole Richardson. He'll face Thomas Weber, the team's best statistical hitter.
His first top of the first has on the 25-minute mark.
Ooh-wee.
Gorgeous day. First real warm day. I still got a gut feeling we're going to have a blackberry winter in this before it really warms up, but pretty day. Should be pretty nice weather all week, except maybe Wednesday, Thursday, some showers and rain coming through.
So it'll be Thomas Weber in the stand-in here in the top of the first inning. 1 out, 2 aboard. Runners are actually at the corners. First pitch to Thomas. Change up there, pulled the string, 0-1.
Yeah, Thomas was trying to hit one off that truck going up north on 57. He thought he had one there, and that string got pulled.
He wants his name to be talked about.
Yeah.
For a long home run for a few years. 0-1 the count. Here comes Weber. Will take it in the dirt. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. He was hit by a pitch and later scored. He scored on, I believe, the 2 RBI double by Smith. Actually, he didn't. Connor Story did. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Weber. 1 out, here comes. And he will rake this one into left center field. That's going to go for a while. That will hit the base of the fence. 1 run will come in to score. We'll see what they do with, looks like Reed Millwood. It'll be an RBI double. Runners at second and third.
Yeah. Got it off the end of the bat, or that would have been off the scoreboard. One time I've seen ball hit here off that scoreboard, but that one came close, just off the edge of the bat. Connor Story will come in. And Mount Vernon has put up the cricket number. Still batting with 1 out. This is the 13th batter with 1 out.
Who was it that I saw walk off? Was it
LeBouy?
No, Zach.
Zach LeBouy.
That's how long ago that was. That's the day of the earthquake in Mount Carmel.
That was the earthquake, and that home run went over that left field fence against Goreville.
Unbelievable. What a game that they had. Remember that Goreville team prior to the 4-class expansion. That's the first pitch to Pike will be high. 1 ball, no strikes to Jake. First left-handed bat, of course, seen here by Cole Richardson, who came on in relief. Thus far, the Rangers pitcher's only able to get 1 out. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes the Pike, low and away for a strike. Not the day the Rangers, I think, thought they were going to have. I don't think it's the day we thought the Rangers were going to have.
No.
9-0 ball game. Rams on top, still threatening with runners in scoring position. 1-1 to Jake, and he will take it high and lift this one into right field. Spike Button will chase it, and that is going to be, what, a ground rule double?
That'll be a home run.
You got over?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
wow.
3-run home run.
And I blocked by the window pane.
Here's what I thought. When he hit that ball, I thought it was going to go straight up in the air, fly ball.
Yeah.
It got in the wind because where he hit it would have been off the trademark of the wood bat. Had that clunk to it instead of a big hit, and that ball gets out of here because of the short fence.
Well, I apologize to Jake Pike, but that one was high. It didn't look like it was going to go much anywhere. Couldn't see through the window pane. And next thing I knew, Spike Button's arms went up, assuming the ground rule double. That's a 3-run blast, and the Rams are on top 12-0 with the bases empty and only 1 out for Jackson Horton. He has been the only out, but again, it was productive. He'll take a pitch high. And it's 1-0. He had a sac fly RBI his last time. That was straight away center field. Rams baseball presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland, as this will be sent foul to the third base side of the dugout. Community First Bank, of course. Welcome back to personal banking. Always bank on your hometown team with Community First Bank. Malvern and Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Unreal. Here comes the pitch on the way to Horton. He will take it in, or actually swing at an inside fastball, foul it off. Balled it off 1-2.
Yeah. Still one out for those of you keeping track.
A 12-0 ball game. 1-2 the count to Horton. He will take it. No, going to get rung up. It was going to be a ball low, but Horton took it on the low edge of the zone.
If this was the Kangaroo Court of the Professional Leagues, Jackson Horton will have to pay everybody something because he just made 2 outs in 1 inning. And probably will get heckled in that dugout. Looks like he is a little bit.
So 2 gone now for the Rangers with nobody aboard for the Rams. Here comes a pitch outside to the right-hander. And called a strike, 0-1. Strike zone may open up a little bit here. On the 0-1 pitch, it comes. And this one will be popped sky high, right side of the infield. First baseman Ward wants it. And he'll make the grab. That does it through 1/2 inning. The Mount Vernon Rams 12, the Benton Rangers nothing. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Chevrolet Open House event is going on now at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. The price you see is the price you pay. Save big on the full lineup of Chevrolet cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Save over $7,000 on the North American Truck of the Year, the Silverado. Get low lease payments on the all-new Chevy Impala, a Consumer Reports pick. But hurry, this is for a limited time only. Come to Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we're walking back Eovaldi Field at the Benton Community Park, where we head to the bottom half of the first inning. The Mount Vernon Rams on top, 12-0. That's right, 12-0. The Rams jump out to an early lead. We need to beat the Benton Ranger batting order.
Leading off is Gus Gibbs, followed by Martin Ward and Nathaniel Higgins. In the 4, 5, and 6 spots, Dakota Head, Tyler Owens, and Spike Bunton. Cole Richardson 7th, Caleb Carney 8th, and Chase Owens 9th for Brett Blondie, Benton Rangers.
12 runs on 6 hits for the Rams. Nobody left aboard in that top half of the first, and able to chase 2 Ranger pitchers. I don't think anybody expected that. Well, scoreboard updates throughout the afternoon over there on the softball diamond. The Rangerettes lead to a coin 2-0 in the third. Get you some more throughout the afternoon. In the meantime, you can give us a follow on Twitter at WMIX Sports. First pitch from Derek Hayes will miss high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Derek Hayes, you just throw strikes. You don't care if they're hit, if they're not. You throw strikes. It's a 12-run lead. You can't go wrong. Worst thing he can do is come here and walk a couple.
See what happens. It's already 2-0. That last pitch missed low, and now this one will catch the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Gus Gibbs. Martin Ward and Nathaniel Higgins to follow in the bottom half of the first inning. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes. And this one is going to be roped into left field for a base hit. It'll be extra bases. So the ball will go Brookman. Around first, headed for second is Gibbs. And he will be held up for the leadoff double. Defensively for the Rams, Brookman in left, Blake Jones at center. Zach Gines is in right, with Smith, Campbell, Millwood, and Pike from third to first. Weber does the catching for Derek Hayes.
I think one thing you'll learn if you're Brett Blondie from his perspective, you'll find out what guys will get in the trenches with you when things aren't going well. One thing, if you have an advantage, guys do that. And another thing, if you were to get picked off down 12 runs at second base. But again, you'll learn who you can rely on in a situation like this.
Find out as Martin Ward digs in. The first baseman with a runner in scoring position means an RBI chance in the bottom of the first, trying to chip away this 12-run deficit. This is the first pitch is a strike low and away, nothing in 1 to Ward. Scoreboard updates we told you, presented by Tony Wilt. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with State Farm. Hayes out of the stretch, concerned with the runner at second. 0-1 coming. Ground ball. Shouldn't be a problem for Campbell off the hop. Played him.
Yep.
E6.
And the crooked numbers could come back their way.
That'll be the first error of the game. And now that'll bring up Nathaniel Higgins, the center fielder, with runners at the corners. And nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. 12-0, Rams on top. 12 runs, 6 hits, one error. And nobody left on there in their half of the first. Pierce Bohr had a bomb that game, too, in 2011, we're reminded.
Oh, yes, we are reminded. There's some talk going on. Benton goes through 3 pitchers in the first inning, so they're deep down in their pen already, beginning of a long week.
1-0 coming. It's going to miss low and away. It's quickly 2-0 here to Higgins with Dakota ahead on deck. Bucket hat must be looming around somewhere.
I smell it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the first, 12-0 ball game. Runners to the corners for the Rangers. And the 2-0 pitch will catch low and away for strike 1.
That or somebody's hiding out with William Winston.
2-1 the count here for Nathaniel Higgins. Smith will fire, and this is going to be low. 3 balls and a strike. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Always bank on your hometown team. Home of the one account. Community First Bank. It's free checking and high yield interest. 3-1. Here comes the pitch on the way. Hayes. This will be a worm burner to the third. To second for 1. Not going to get the other throw off to first, as that'll go down as 5-4.
Mr. Millwood's going to learn that you cannot lollygag around that bag, because what's going to happen is if you lollygag around that bag, you're going to get your feet taken out, and that's what he did there. Just a hard slide that time by Ward. Nothing dirty or intentional. It's good hard baseball. Millwood's got to get those feet moving and get that footwork down.
12-1 the score now as the Rangers get on the board here in the bottom half of the first. 1 on, 1 out for Dakota Head, the shortstop. First pitch will be across the plate for 0-1. Good fastball there by Derek Hayes. In my college powers of radio streaming, log on to rlc.edu. How about save thousands on your college education? Log on to rlc.edu. Can't believe I keep forgetting that one on a curveball on the outside corner. Makes it 0-2 to Head. Must be the seat. 12-1. Used to those camping chairs there for a while. Kind of off our game here. Is this going to be a soft liner just past the glove of Ryan Campbell? And it'll be first and second with 1 out.
Could be a 4-hour ball game here.
Feeling that way early on.
Both teams can hit and put balls in play like they are now. Could be a while.
Knew it wasn't going to end 12-0. I think we all knew that. Rams get 12 runs on 6 hits there in the top half of the first inning. And that'll bring in Tyler Owens, the catcher, with 2 on and 1 out, bottom half of the inning. Derek Hayes, all he needs to do, or has to do, is throw strikes. But here comes. The first pitch will be in the dirt to Owens. 1 ball and no strikes with Spike Button on deck. Real name Matt. 1T.
More known probably for his football play than anything else.
1-0 coming inside to Owens, and that'll be in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Good stop by Weber. Rams are back at it tomorrow, maybe, against the Effingham Flaming Hearts. And I say maybe because this one will have to end at some point in order for that to happen.
Well, they have to go to class tomorrow sometime.
As we wait the 2-0. Oh, in the dirt, 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Hitters count here for the catcher Owens. Spike Button on deck. Cole Richardson to follow. Should the inning make it that far? And it, for all intents and purposes, could.
This is the kind of game the hitters are running to home plate to get in the box.
3-0 low. That'll walk the bases loaded here with 1 out. This is going to be the type of game where both head coaches are beside themselves.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
You have an 11-run lead, maybe 12 to start, and now 11, and you got to throw strikes. Tim Holloway's going to go out there and kind of explain to Mr. Hayes that with an 11-run lead, I need you to throw strikes. Tim Holloway came out and talked. All the infielders and the catcher have been told to stay where they're at. It's Coach Holloway and Mr. Hayes at the mound.
1 out, bases loaded, bottom of the first inning, 12-1 ball game. That's right, 12-1 here in the bottom half of the first. Rams on top as the Rangers are looking to chip away. Multiple RBI opportunities for Spike Button, the right fielder. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Find all of their inventory online at FordSquare.com. That includes Lincoln Luxury. And with the bases crammed, 1 out, let's see what Derek Hayes can do to help get his team out of the jam. Spike Bunton will swing and miss at the first pitch. 0-1.
Spike was trying to hit one the long way, too. Setting fastball and just wasn't in his spot.
Trying to hit an 11-run homer. 0-1 coming. That'll catch him inside. It looks like it hit him on the elbow.
Yep. Now the umpire's going to say hit him on the hand. Now the Spike will have to. Don't. They're saying he's going to get him first.
Okay.
All right.
Thought they were going to talk it over. That's not going to be the case. So hit by the pitch is Bunton for the RBI. 12-2.
To me, it looked like the way the umpire's acting, he wasn't going to let him go down there, and then all of a sudden he changed his mind. So we've had 14 runs in the first inning, and the first inning is cruising up 35 minutes right now.
Want to come from Mount Vernon. Still could be plenty of time to get down here and catch the second inning. Runners at the corners, 1 out for the lefty, Cole Richardson. Came on in relief in a tough spot and takes the first pitch low and inside for 1-0.
Well, one hit here. A couple hits, some runners on, and Benton will be right back in this.
Here comes the next one the way. This will go the opposite way, but they're waiting on it, of course, is Brookman. Here comes the throw in. They're not going to be able to tag the runner.
Nicely done by Brookman. Not only made the catch, obviously, but threw it into his cutoff guy head high where it could be handled.
2 outs now in the inning, bottom half of the first, 12-2 ball game. The Rams on top here, up 10. Caleb Carney will stand in with the bases loaded, 2 gone here in the home half of the first. Derek Hayes trying to shut things down before it gets too troublesome. Pitch on the way is going to be in the dirt, 1-0 here to Carney with Owens on deck. Chase Owens this time. The Rangers are a batter away from having batted around here in the first. You can label this one as ugly in the early going. Turns on one inside. That'll be a foul ball down the left field line. It'll be 1-1.
Game of inches. DuQuoin's come back to take a 3-2 lead over Benton at softball field.
That's a big third.
It's in the third inning.
Not over.
Now DuQuoin, Benton got it. Yep.
Sorry. We weigh things here. Carney, 1-1 the count. Hayes trying to get the Rams out of a bit of a jam that has developed here in the bottom half of the first, up 12-2. For 12 runs in the top of the first. Here comes a curveball in the dirt. Not good enough for a strike. It's 2-1. See just how long this game goes. Shaping up to be a marathon as the 2-1 scoots outside. 3 balls and a strike to Carney with Chase Owens on deck. Pitch on the way, 3-1. That's going to catch the outside corner, and the count is full to Carney.
Carney was heading to first. Yes, he was. That's not good. You better be swinging anything close now after that.
As the base is loaded, 2 outs. You're in the bottom half of the first inning. Runners obviously going. This one will be a chip shot. Foul. Actually, more of a chili pepper. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom half of the first inning. Bases are loaded for Caleb Carney, the third baseman. Runners will go. Swung on a miss, and that'll get the Rams out of the inning. It's the Rangers strand, the bases loaded. Still 12-2 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX Sports.com. As miraculously we head to the top half of the second inning with the Mount Vernon Rams on top of the Benton Rangers by a score of 12-2. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Quentin Lloyd relaxing back in our Mount Vernon studio. As we have passed the top of the 5 o'clock hour, we'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
WMIX Sports is WMIX Mount Vernon and all of Southern Illinois. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
There you go. Powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Always bank on your hometown team with locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. To the top of the second we go. It's Blake Jones, Braden Smith, Zach Brookman. The bottom of the order for a second time as the Rams, 12 to the plate. No, actually more than that. 15 to the plate in the first inning, and now the first pitch to Jones is 0-1. 12-2 score. If you just joined us, the Rams up 10. Here in the top half of the second. A strike on the outside corner called for Jones, 0-2. Second Chance Auto, one of our Rams producer sponsors. They're on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Tell you more after this 0-2 pitch to Blake. Curveball's going to bounce in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No fancy sales or gimmicks at Second Chance Auto. Just honest deals and bank rate financing for all, as well as your largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in one location, priced at $10,000. 1 ball, 2 strikes to BJ. Here comes, and he will wave at that. It's a ground ball with the shortstop head. He'll pick it up. Fires across the diamond in time. Good grab by Ward.
Great hustle by Jones. He about beat that out. Head kind of got out there and patted the glove a couple times and fired away. And luckily for him, he got the ball over there. Jones hustled down the line.
Of course, on WMIX FM, the St. Louis Cardinals lead the Cincinnati Reds 1-0 as they head to the top of the 7th. On sister station Wish FM, the Cubs play the Pirates today.
Boston 10, 1-0. Walker with a walk-off home run, bottom of the top.
Of course. That guy's everywhere.
That guy is tough.
You know what? He is either on or he's not. He's one extreme or the other. Good player for the Pirates. 1-0 coming. Swung on a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, every Cub game on sister station Wish 98.9. Every Cardinal game on WMIX 94.1 FM. As we wait the 1-1, here it comes. This one is going to be a nice single through the left side of the infield. Good job there by Braden Smith, and it'll bring Zach Brookman up with 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the second.
Single. 7th hit of the day for the Rams.
Zach Brookman will come in. He singled and scored his last time. Of course, Smith had a 2 RBI double back in the first. Now the Rams looking to get some more runs across the plate. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent. Find him in the King City as we await the first pitch to the right-handed Brookman for the left-handed Richardson. On the way, took something off, but it swung on a miss, 0-1. One on and 1 out here at the top of the second. 12-2, Rams on top. Effingham flaming hard to wait tomorrow at home. Although it seems like any time that game's at Mount Vernon, except for one time that I can remember, something's come up to where they can't play. So hopefully the Rams will get that one in. Be a rematch of last year's sectional semi at Effingham. As we wait the 0-1, here comes Brookman. This will be a soft hit ground ball. Let's see if Head can turn 2. Only choice will be to first, and he'll
lost it in his jersey.
Yeah, it went right through the buttons.
Yep, hit him in the hands on the glove, obviously, bounced up. And as he brought it up into his, to get rid of it, it went into his jersey, button-down jersey, so that goes in E6.
You would think with all of their struggles in the first, that would not be their first error, but that's their first error.
Yep.
For lack of a better term. 1 out, 2 aboard here in the top of the second. Let's see what Ryan Campbell able to do. He has a pair of doubles today. He scored twice, has an RBI. Went off the game with that first double as the first pitch will come to Campbell. Trying to turn on one and sends it foul. The catcher Owens gets underneath it to make the ground. And Ryan Campbell not happy.
No, jumped on one a little out of zone. And that popped up. He was wanting to drive it somewhere and got in on his hands like he was pop it up.
So Reed Millwood steps in looking for the hit-by-pitch hat trick. Walked twice in the first inning. Scored both times. Now with a runner on first and second, runners on first and second, and 2 outs. Rams trying to keep the inning going here. Cole Richardson done a great job in relief for the Rangers, the left-hander. seems to have a solution for the Ram lineup, and that is being left-handed as the first pitch is across the corner for a strike.
Well, Vernon's definitely seen probably as many left-handers in the first 2 weeks of the season they've had in the last couple of years.
No doubt. I can count probably on one hand the number of times all of last year the Rams saw lefties. I've lost count on my one hand probably last time out, as this will be a pitch outside, just pushed off the plate to the right-handed Millwood. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reed here with 2 outs, 2 aboard, top of the second, a 12-2 ball game. Rams up by a dime as Richardson trying to get the Rangers out of it here. Popped up sky-high foul territory. Can Owens catch up with it behind the plate? He will. Tyler Owens will make the two-handed grab to get the Rangers out of the inning. Through 1.5, still 12-2 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Chrysler continues to raise the bar with huge incentives. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Chrysler is offering a $3,000 rebate on all new 2014 Dodge Avengers, plus an additional $500 when you finance through Chrysler Capital. That's $3,500 in incentives on the all-new 2014 Dodge Avenger. Bring in your trade, even if you owe $9,000 more than it's worth. Our finance department will get to work for you and find the best rate and payment possible. Come talk to one of our sales associates and see how you can drive away in one of our over 25 in-stock 2014 Dodge Avengers. We are at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or browse our inventory at kingcitychryslercenter.com.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back. Eovaldi Field in the Benton Community Park. The Mount Vernon Rams on top of the host Rangers. 12-2. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Quentin Lloyd back at our Mount Vernon studio. And the Rams trying to hang on to a 10-run lead here as Chase Owens, Gus Gibbs, and Martin Ward will bat here in the bottom of the second inning. 9-1-2 for the Rangers as they see Derek Hayes for a second time. Most of the Ram lineup didn't see anybody for a second time there in the first with 3 Ranger pitching changes. First pitch of the inning, ground ball. Hayes, a nice play off the mound. He'll underhand it over to first base for the 1-3.
Down 10. I don't know if that's what Coach Blondie wanted. More action in the Benton bullpen. Looks like Spike Bunton warming up.
And steps Gus Gibbs, doubled and scored back in the first. 1 out, bases empty here. Fastball will be up. Just up, not quite in. Good location horizontally. A little too high. The 1-0 pitch coming out of the windup for Derek Hayes. High again, 2-0. Bottom half of the second inning here in Benton. Beautiful park here that has multiple athletic surfaces and facilities. As the next one's up, 3 balls, no strikes. They play tennis out here, softball, baseball, JV baseball, community events as well as the 3-0 is going to mess up as well. So a 4-pitch walk to Gus Gibbs after an impressive ground out to start the inning will bring in Martin Ward for the Rangers. It's a 12-2 ball game. Gotten cloudy. Yes, it has.
A few minutes. Might be some showers moving in later. Not enough to cancel it.
He's out of the stretch. Here comes the first pitch on the way, and that is going to just miss off the plate to Martin Ward. It'll be 1-0.
Bottom of the fourth, Benton DuQuoin tied at 3 in softball. Benton still batting across the way.
1-0 coming. This will be popped up foul territory over the first base dugout out of play. It'll leave the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home. And Dick Sina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone, a runner aboard first base. And Hayes will check on the runner, nothing doing, as Gibbs is back safely.
Down 10. I don't think Gibbs is going anywhere.
Going to try to chip away at this deficit. Down 10 runs are the Rangers. Not going to be the running Rangers on the base paths, I don't think, as this is going to be outside corner, throwing behind the runner. That's a tough play for a left-handed first baseman to make. On the throw inside the bag. Right now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes for Martin Ward. He reached on an error his last time. was the victim of a 5-4 force out at second base to be retired back in the first. He'll wave and miss, and the ball that was well low and away. Stuck his front foot out there and whiffed. That'll be the second out.
Another place, talking about the Benton City Park, Eovaldi Field will host a regional as Mount Vernon continues to find teams on this stretch of the schedule of hosting postseason events.
Very deserving of it. It's great for media. Of course, you come to Benton, you're treated well as the runner goes. Pitch in the dirt. Not going to get Gus Gibbs down at second base.
So much for that theory, being down 10, not running.
Hey, got to do something, I guess. The 12-2 ball game. Rams up 10 here in the bottom of the second inning. Nathaniel Higgins has a 1-0 count with an RBI chance. The runner on second base is Gus Gibbs. He walked. Chases the pitch outside. The count evens itself at 1-1 strike. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center, home of the express lane, fast oil changes, and more. Service without an appointment. 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon as we await the 1-1 out of the stretch. Hazel. Miss outside in the dirt, 2-1. Dakota head on deck for the Rangers. Rams well ahead here. High score 12-2. They're going to check on the runner at second, trying to pick him off, and Gibbs is back without much going on.
Benton can work on stolen bases down 10. Mount Vernon can work on pickoffs up 10. 2 outs.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 gone here in the second. 12-2 Rams. Here comes out of the stretch Hayes, and that's going to miss off the plate outside. So 3-1 hitters count to Nathaniel Higgins. Head on deck, he singled. Higgins, of course, grounded into the 5-4 force fielder's choice. Later came around to score. Next one on the way, waved at and missed. It'll be a full count now to Higgins. Higgins was involved in that game 2 years ago. Came in as a pinch hitter. Full count coming. It's going to catch the outside corner, and there is. Just called third strike. 3 strikeouts on the day for Hayes. As the Rangers go down here in the second. It's 12-2 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Women's health care just got closer to home right here in Salem. St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care and OBGYNs Dr. Deborah Carson, Dr. Doug Combs, Dr. Jamie Plett, Dr. Elizabeth Byer-Nolan, and Dr. Michael Schifano are seeing patients every Tuesday at the Salem Family Health Center. That means you'll have a full range of OBGYN services close to home, including prenatal and wellness checks, incontinence treatment, and family planning options for when your family's complete. Plus, access to state-of-the-art Da Vinci robotic surgery for quicker recovery and less pain after hysterectomy. Ladies, your health is important, so why not get OBGYN care right here close to home by St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care. Call 1-877-456-2496 to make your appointment. That's 1-877-456-2496.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome you back to Eovaldi Field. It'll host a 2013 Benton Regional, of course, when the postseason comes in Class 2A. Meanwhile, the Mount Vernon Rams on top as we head to the top of the third, 12-2. For the Rams, of course, it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Meet of the order with Thomas Weber, Jake Pike, and Jackson Horton. Rangers, of course, will see the Johnson City Indians, the Waltonville Cesar Spartans, the West Frankfort Redbirds, and the ZRC Tornadoes in that 2A regional.
I'm looking over at your iPad there. First thing I noticed is Hamilton County's regional will feed into the Greenville sectional.
Yes.
Second thing I see is the Nashville regional. You got Jabot defending 1A champs, bumped to 2A, with Nashville, who's pretty good, Altoff, who's pretty darn good, and then Freeburg.
How about the Nashville regional fitting into the Harrisburg sectional and the Hamilton County regional fitting into the Greenville sectional?
Well, somebody got confused.
Like my boys up there, but wondering if the crayon got dug out again. 1-0 the count for Thomas Weber. He was hit by a pitch in the first, then later had an RBI double in that same inning. Rams haven't scored since. So the top of the third now, 1-0 Kevin. Ooh, look the curveball in, 1-1.
Yeah, strike zone getting a little bigger, 12-2 game. So Nashville, Benton,
Chester, and Carterville will go to Harrisburg.
Why in the world?
As this will come below, 2 balls and a strike. Now your Greenville regional will be Westcliffe, Robinson, Vandalia, Hamilton County.
Why couldn't you swap Hamilton County with, like, Chester.
Or Nashville. That's
right.
the 2-1. Will be lifted in the left field. On the run, the left fielder. He is not going to get this. Over the wall for a home run. And it is 13-2 on the second home run of the season for Tommy Webb.
That ball was a moonshot. And it works out. Whoever has it.
Late call there for me. All right.
We were busy discussing geography.
Well, that's the thing. As Weber hits his second jack of the year to make it a 13-2 Mount Vernon lead. Bases were empty as he led off. So no outs for Jake Pike. He hit a 3-run home run his last time up. Of course, they still haven't released the girls yet as far as assignments. They're still trying to find regional hosts. I believe one sectional host. Maybe even a super. As the 2-1 comes to... Come on, Hugo. As the first pitch comes to Pike, it's 1-0 inside.
You've been distracted by your soapbox work.
That happened.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Have Hamilton County go all the way over there.
Actually, a nice ground ball to the second baseman. Not going to have much with that. That was actually a hard hit ground ball. A little bit of trouble from Chase Owens, and that's an infield single for Pike. I don't think you can call that an error.
No, hit.
So Brett Blondie will make his fifth trip out to the mound today. Presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. All I know because I count the number of times I say that. We're going to have a new Ranger pitcher.
No.
So Richardson will go out to right field.
I'll take the armband off. Yeah, I knew that was going to come next. So this is Spike Bunton, the fifth Benton hurler today. Now I got to go back through and find out what and where.
Spike Bunton, of course, goes by Matt on the birth certificate, and probably the birth certificate only. Inherits the runner on first with nobody out here in the top half of the third inning. Cole Richardson, which is the numbers in a moment, goes 1 2/3 of an inning. As Spike Bunton takes over here in the top of the third with one on and nobody out for Jackson Horton. Horton actually made 2 outs in the first. One a little bit more productive on the sac fly RBI. He struck out looking a second at that. Now gets another chance to do some damage here in the top half of the third inning. Of course, this game is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. High yield interest, free checking. It's one account. One means more Community First Bank. May Hay is the Ranger quarterback, leading them to the they went to the postseason, didn't they? Memory's fading a little bit. Thinking they did.
Yeah. No, got beat at Carlisle.
That's right.
So they were not in postseason.
Went 4-5.
2 years ago, they went to postseason. Got to the second round. Beat by Carterville. Year before that, got to the second round. Got beat by Mount Carmel
on the road.
On the road to Pitt. So Richardson goes 1 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, and a strikeout. Spike Bunton will come in and try to do this.
Bunton, the right-hander, we'll see if this becomes a factor for the Ram offense. Tended to struggle against lefty pitching, but Thomas Weber lifted one over the left field fence for a home run to make it 13-2. So the Rams add some offense here. We're in the third. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside this game. An hour and a minute old. Eovaldi Field in Benton. As the first pitch to the left-handed Horton is high on a fastball for 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Jackson Horton, runner on first base here in the top half of the third. Bunton, out of the stretch, will miss high and tight to Horton. It'll be 2-0.
And with busy weeks, maybe Brett Blondie's going through everybody, give him an inning or so.
Special correspondent, of course, leaving the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. 2-0 the count. Pike was going to tease that he was going, as Horton will lift one foul. Third base side, well out of the play. It'll be 2-1. Lady Rams softball returns to the airwaves on Saturday from the Vandalia tournament. Chad Baker will have the call of all of the action. Lady Rams will have St. Elmo Brownstown. That's one team. And then T-Town. And if they should win a game, They should be able to get into at least the third-place game. There's only a championship in third place. It's 2 pools of 3. I know Carlisle and Vandalia on the other side. The 6th team escapes me. You'll have to forgive me. I've looked at a lot of games today for multiple stations. As the 2-1 comes. This will be a hard-hit ground ball off the hop. Well-played head. The second for one. The first for the other. And the Rangers turn that for 2 outs. Not a bad double play. Not aesthetically pleasing, but it gets the job done.
He got the job done. I'm not so certain that Head should have just ran over and touched the bag himself instead of putting the second baseman in harm's way, especially the hard-hit ball. He had plenty of time to take a couple steps and go. But it worked out anyway and got the double play, and that gets at least 2 outs inning for the Rangers.
The 2 gone. Base is empty now for Derek Hayes. He'll stand in. Takes a curveball inside corner for 0-1. Good on for Charlie there from Spike Button.
Had a lot of break to it. Started at the right-hand hitter and broke it back over the plate.
Button is the 4th Ranger pitcher today. 2 outs, base is empty at the top of the 3rd. 13-2 Rams on top, and that one gets away. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike, as that was low and away to Derek Hayes. Still tied at 3 on the softball diamond. Benton and DuQuoin. Looks like that one's now in the bottom of the 5th inning. That game well ahead of this one. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Tony Wiltz will be there. Help you get to a better state. 1-1 pitch coming to Hayes. High fastball chase. Fouled off over the first base dugout for 1-2.
Good thing to see. The Rams have scored in every inning. That's so important. Grand Lake baseball beat SIC today 7-0 from our other special correspondent.
I have one.
Hi, Clayton.
1-2 coming. Looks like it might have hit off of the pelvis to Derek Hayes, and it does. He'll take his place on first. So another hit batsman means another Ram base runner with 2 outs for Blake Jones. Here in the top of the 3rd of a 13-2 game. It's the Flaming Hearts of Effingham tomorrow at 4:30. 4:15 your pregame here on WMIX.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too. A rematch of last year's sectional semifinal.
Did not play last year's regular season game.
They did not.
Had snow on the ground. But they did play in the sectional.
What a game that was.
Didn't take very long as I can remember.
Well, it began a stretch of games that ended about an hour.
Yeah.
For the Rams in the postseason. Started with the regional championship game going like 52 minutes. Runner going on the 1-0, hit and run in play, and this could be a gapper. Nope, shut off. Good angle by Gus Gibbs. Misplays it, boots in the outfield. Hayes is going to be waved around to score. Here comes the throw in. What a strong throw it is. It's going to be cut off. And then bobbled again. So it'll be a runner on second with 2 outs as the Rams make it 14-3.
Single RBI, EH. Benton botches that around.
Good base running from Hayes.
Yeah, he just kept going. Picked up his coach, ran hard, didn't assume or look for his way, and able to get on around the bases.
Trusted Tim Holloway, and that was all that mattered in that particular effort. As the Rams make it 14-2, up a dozen here in the top of the 3rd with Braden Smith at the plate, 2 for 2. Bunting out of the stretch with 2 gone and a runner on second. It was a nice pitch. Smith got just underneath it on the swing. And it'll be 0-1.
Don't tear up tomorrow's pages.
Nope. You're guaranteed like 160 games out of this Bob Carpenter scorebook. We estimate that'll get us about 4 3/4 of Rams season, scoring rainouts in the future, as the 0-1 pitch will miss up, and it's 1-1. Of course, the Rangers have Montini tomorrow, followed by Hamilton County, both at home, Tuesday and Wednesday. Rams have the Montini Broncos on Wednesday after they play Benton, as we told you tomorrow. Check swing, but not going to matter to strike regardless. 1-2 to Braden Smith. 2 RBI double back in the 1st. Had a single and was stranded back in the 2nd. The Rams have stranded a pair of base runners today. As we are just in the top of the 3rd, believe it or not. 14-2. The 1-2 pitch with 2 gone. Smith is going to sneak this one past the third baseman diving. And now Jones is going to be waved in. Here comes a strong throw from Gus Gibbs. And at the plate, it's going to be out, Blake Jones. What a good throw by Gibbs. A great play to come up the line by the catcher, Tyler Owens, and that ends the threat here in the 3rd. 14-2 Rams through 2.5. This is Mountain Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXSports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
And welcome you back to Eovaldi Field in Benton. We entered the bottom half of the third inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Rangers. To go ahead will lead it off as he takes the first pitch strike inside for 0-1. Tyler Owens and Spike Benton to follow. Rams' inning was ended on a great throw from Gus Gibbs and a great play by Tyler Owens to tag out Blake Jones, who had turned on the wheels. It's not as if Blake is a slow runner. He's very fleet of foot. Just a great throw by the Rangers, and maybe a spark to come here in this Ranger lineup. Now a 1-1 count for Dakota Head against Derek Hayes, who settled down in the bottom half of the second inning. Change up that time, swung on a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rams, of course, I know were very disappointed Saturday going into Coles County and losing both games of the doubleheader on a very cold Saturday afternoon. Weather much better today, the temperature, of course, included. Hoping that rain will stay away on Wednesday and Thursday. 1-2 as this will be held up on the swing, hoping for the appeal down to the first base umpire.
Yeah. They didn't even come close to swinging the aluminum.
They will now check with the umpire. He says no.
Oh, he didn't even swing. Didn't even start. That's a nice try, though.
The last exchange, I believe Bob Downen and Brian Wyant are your umpires today.
Mount Vernon does have a Wyant on the game.
Yes, they do. 2-2 coming. Not the honorary alumni, or alumnus, I should say, of Justin Wyant, one of our coworkers. As is the full count here to Dakota Head. Make or break time for Derek Hayes. This one will be lined. Nice. Oh, I thought Braden. Yes, Smith came up with it, didn't it?
Yeah, Braden was right there. It just got by him. And Head on base again. Second single of the day.
So now, with the runner on and nobody out, brings up Tyler Owens. Owens walked his last time, was stranded back in the first when the Rangers stranded the bases loaded. 14-2 score here in the bottom half of the third inning. Derek Hayes is going to throw over to the bag to check on the runner. Nothing doing over there. So if you're just joining us again, Rams up 12. They scored 12 in the first, and then 2 in the third for a 14-2 lead. They surrendered 2 to the Rangers in the home half of that first inning as the first pitch is going to miss low to Tyler Owens. Gets ahead here, 1 ball, no strikes. I saw Ryan Miller lurking around here somewhere.
Is he lurking?
Thought so, 'cause he's not. I don't think he's one of Brett's assistants anymore.
Not anymore.
They found him enough. The 1-0 misses outside, 2-0.
I'm sure he's going back and forth between the softball game and this one.
One of the better guys in the high school sports business. Not that it really is a business. As the 2-0 comes, swung on a miss. Outside corner pitch. 2 balls and a strike here to Owens. There he comes, walking behind the dugout. First base side.
Dressed dapperly today.
Pulling off the Ranger polo and khakis as they check on the runner. Dakota Head at first base. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 2-1's going to miss inside off of the plate. 3 balls and a strike to Owens. Spike and Benton to follow. Pitch in route. The 3-1 is going to lead to a walk after the base hit to put 2 aboard here for the Rangers.
Well, Benton's trying to get something going here. Button will come out, courtesy runner.
Dylan Cham, this will be your courtesy runner. So 2 on, and nobody out for the Rangers. Bottom half of the third inning. 14-2 is your Ram lead. 2 touchdowns for the Rams, a safety for the Rangers. Last played in high school football back in 2002. Here comes across the plate, 0-1. So Button, behind the count here, took over in relief of Cole Richardson. Of course, Button is actually the 4th Ranger pitcher today. And now the 0-1 to Spike. He'll take it on the outside corner for 0-2. There's a Week 2 matchup between the Rams and Rangers in 2002. That was the first time they had played, if I'm not mistaken, since the Rangers left the South 7 Conference. 0-2 coming. Curveball. Waved at and missed. First base not open. He'll throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be safe.
First base covered for the first out of the inning. Pretty heads-up play by Weber. Knew the out at first was covered, so he went ahead and tried to pick in behind the runner at second base.
That'll bring in the lefty Cole Richardson. He flew out his last time. And Hayes out of the stretch with 2 runners aboard and 1 out in the bottom half of the third inning. Runners are on first and second. This is going to be inside. Good stop by Weber as that was in the dirt. 1-0 to Cole Richardson. 12 runs in the first, 2 runs in the third. The Rams are on top 14-2. Rangers scored both of their runs in the bottom half of that first inning. And now they check on the runner again. Good tag, good throw, but just back in the nick of time with Dakota Head. 1-0 pitch coming finally. Blowing away in the dirt to the lefty. 2 balls and no strikes. Video streaming returns in August with Mount Vernon Rams football. Red Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions at rlc.edu and apply online while you're there as the left-handed bat takes one low and in, 3-0.
Not what you want to do. I know you're up 12, but you just need to throw strikes. Your fielders aren't going to be out there and very happy if you keep walking people.
3-0 coming, inside corner. 3 balls and a strike to Richardson with Caleb Carney on deck. Rams trying to make quick work of the Rangers today. 3-1. Outside corner, strike 2, the count's full.
Ooh, he thought he was heading the first.
We all might have thought that.
Yeah. That's part of the swing the bat mantra.
Been consistent.
Yep, you got to swing the bat in this level, I think.
Full count coming. This one is going to be sent into center. Charging will be Jones. The shortstop, Campbell goes after it. Jones can't hang on. Could have a force at third base on a clean throw. All Smith had to do was step on the bag with the force out.
Pretty good play out there by Jones. Dove for the baseball. Of course, big swing again. The ball didn't come off the bat matching the swing. Jones dove, missed it, but kept it in front of him, got up without a glove on the hand, and threw the third, so it ends up being an 8-5 fielder's choice. Not very often you could see an 8-5 fielder's choice.
No, but a great diving stop by Blake, and at least kept it in front of him, even though he couldn't hold on. So 2 aboard, 2 out, runners on first and second. Right-handed batter Caleb Carney, who struck out his last time, takes a pitch outside for a ball. Brookman, Jones, Giants in the outfield, left to right. Braden Smith, Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood, Jake Pike, third to first. Weber behind the plate as he does a good job of trapping that for a strike. From the pitcher, Derek Hayes. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caleb Carney. He pitched a third of an inning. And then moved back to third base. 1-1 coming. Swung on a miss. Chasing. 4 strikeouts today for Braden Smith. Hoping for number 5 to get his team out of the inning here in the bottom half of the third, up 14-2. Pitch in route. Going to be fisted. This one's going to escape to the outfield, and Blake Jones will make the grab. So there go the Rangers as they strand a pair here in the third. 14-2 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX.
Are the features with your free checking account disappearing? Hi, this is Nina Reitnauer, relationship banker with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. A free checking account from People's National Bank includes unlimited check writing, no minimum balance requirements, online banking, bill pay, a Visa check card, and only takes $100 to open. Stop by People's National Bank and get the free checking account you deserve.
People's National Bank, Serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Has bad credit or lack of credit kept you from buying a vehicle? It won't at Automart of Salem. Automart of Salem is your buy here, pay here headquarters. All credit applications are accepted, regardless of your credit history. We take pride in our selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Each vehicle is inspected by our experienced service department before it makes the lot. Something that is not done at many other buy here, pay here dealerships. This is Manager Amy Thompson. I encourage you to come see me today. I will not allow your credit history to stop you from getting behind the wheel of a pre-owned quality vehicle. Come see me at Automart, located next to Schmidt Ford in Salem.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And welcome you back, Eovaldi Field here at the Benton Community Park. We head to the top of the fourth. Mount Vernon Rams on top of the Benton Rangers, 14-2. 14 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, 3 stranded for the Rams. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, 6 off the board for the Rangers. Unofficially, as leading off, it'll be 9-1-2. So it'll be Zach Brookman, Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood for the orange and black of the Mount Vernon Rams. This game is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank also has friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First keeps it simple. Remember FDIC. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. As Brookman takes the first pitch ball low and away, 1-0. Beautiful day, even though it's overcast. The temperatures are warm. We'll take that. Cold so many games early on in the year as the 1-0 pitch going to catch up.
Well, 1-1. Hopefully we turn the corner of having to wear 6 layers and 2 layers of everything else.
Hoping to retire the hot hands for the year. 1-1, probably got carried away in that purchase as it's 1-2, curveball inside.
Things will be all right. I think you might have to use them. I think you might be able to have to use them maybe one more time for this spring over. You'll have a stretch of cold air coming in, one last blast.
Well, it's always windy at Brennan Klein Field up against the interstate. Curveball inside will punch the ticket of Brookman. Well placed by Spike Bunton, and that is the first down of the inning for the Rams.
I think you're Brett Blond. You got to feel a little bit better after the onslaught in the first inning. You've only allowed 2 runs since then, and your pitching staff has come through. Richardson and Carney not done too bad in their outings.
Got to bring in Ryan Campbell. He's doubled twice. He popped out foul once. And now we'll send one the opposite way, as this is going to be a foul ball. I never saw the hand go
down the right line. The first base umpire had to get out of the way. Therefore, it becomes the home plate umpire's job to get on that.
As it's 0-1 to Campbell.
Bottom of the 6th, softball Benton now leads DuQuoin 5-3.
The Rams trail Waltonville Cesar-Lear in the bottom of the 5th, 3-2. 0-1 coming. This is going to go right center field. This is going to go a long way. Might get to the walls. Campbell rounds first, heading for second. It'll probably be a 1-out double for Ryan Campbell, his 3rd of the day.
That's amazing. Just drove that pitch outside corner into the right center field gap. And he has found his stroke today.
Got to bring in Millwood. He has popped up foul once. He's been plunked twice and later came in to score. 14-2 the score. Top of the 4th inning, 1 out and a runner in scoring position for Reed Millwood.
And Ninja's been hit twice, popped out to the catcher, but scored 2 runs today.
Of course, Lady Rams at home trying for their first one of the year. Trail, as we told you, 3-2 to Waltonville, Cesar, and Valier. First pitch on the way to Millwood takes it high. It will be 1-0. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in the King City. Find him at the corner of Water Tower. Make that South Water Tower in 42nd. There's 2. Must specify. Online at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town as Millwood takes a strike low on the 1-0 pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out and a runner on second here in the top of the 4th, Eovaldi Field in the Benton Community Park. One ball, 1 strike. Catches the outside corner, 1-2. If Mason had hit that straightaway center, it hit that billboard out there on the interstate, which is the batter's eye billboard. First time I've actually ever seen that billboard in my life, and it happened here in a batter's box. Or the media box. Dog's having pain down there.
Yeah, he's over here to the left. There's 2 of them together.
Foul tip by Millwood to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a rough game.
Yep. Do you have anything to come back with? Been up for a while. I got on 4:30 this morning.
Couldn't even pause to think about it, could you?
See what you did there. A little slow thinker today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A runner on second base is Ryan Campbell on a 1-out double. And this will be overthrown. To the backstop, it'll go. To third base will go Ryan Campbell. And another run that much closer now, 2-2 for Millwood. He just overthrew that. Second Chance Auto, another of our great booster sponsors here on WMIX for Rams Athletics. Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location. Also, bank rate financing for all. Second Chance Auto, continued supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 2-2 coming. Curveball low. Know your count, Rito Burrito. It's 3-2.
Yeah, he was trying to sell a walk, meaning it's Monday night, WWE night. He was trying to sell it.
I say Rito Burrito because he follows us on Twitter, as should you, at WMIX Sports. Find us on Facebook. Log on for a scoreboard every night at WMIXSports.com. Full count will be a blooper in the left center field. It will. Campbell will come in to score on the RBI single by Millwood.
Kind of been in the middle of everything today.
That's one of those kids that last year think we kind of had a feeling it would be in the middle of everything. Rams baseball banquet every year. 1 out, a runner on first.
Probably sitting with us again.
More than likely. Never a dull moment at the WMIX sports table. Who all we got at our table last year? Is this going to come low? Want to know? I think we got Denny Clark. I think we got Denny and Sidney Clark, and then Scott and Jessica Gamber. Homer, Fulkerson was at our table.
No.
It was a lively table.
We didn't let him. Got to stay out of trouble.
Yes, you do. That table's going to get you in trouble with folks there. 1 on, 1 out. Weber stands in, of course. Webb's had a home run his last time up over the left field fence. Found those kids dribbling the basketball on the sidewalk out there. I'm looking out. Runner on, 1 out, 15-2. Rams on top. That's 1-5. Not 5-0, though it's felt that way at times. And it's 2-0 to Weber as he took it high. Millwood with the lead off the first. Center fielder shading more towards left this time as Bunton out of the stretch will get set. 2-0 coming. Inside, and that was a bit of a jam. Third baseman will pick it up. Carney goes to second for 1, and that'll be safe at first on the other as it'll go down 5-4.
Fielder's choice.
Two out and a runner on first for the Rams down here in the top half, inning number 4. Another of our booster sponsors is Winning Edge. 212 South 9th Street in Mount Vernon. Baseball and softball season are here, but what about your corporate season? Make the call to the bullpen for Winning Edge's high-quality embroidered apparel to equip your employee team in style. Again, Winning Edge, downtown Mount Vernon. Top half of the 4th, 15-2. Rams on top by a baker's dozen as Jake Pike will dig in. He had a home run earlier. Looking for another one as this is going to be deep in the right center field. This could get over the wall, and that'll be a home run for Pike, his second of the day of the 2-run variety, and it's 17-2.
Got that one. He was in the trot at first base. Wow. Got on that one.
Say that again. Unbelievable. So in recent memory, Jake Pike joins lefty Landon Thomas and lefty Weston Mason as the most recent Rams to hit 2 homers in a game. We talk about the one that never landed, but there was also the other one that never landed, if I'm not mistaken, by Mason that day. Actually, I think that one did come down near the scoreboard on that second field behind the right field fence. It was the second one that never landed. As it is 17-2 on the 2-run shot by Jake Pike that brought home Thomas Weber.
Thomas Weber scored all 4 times today, too.
Impressive.
Okay. Pinch hitter. Nope, Giants is going to come in, so DH is off.
Well, I'd see the Montini Broncos here today.
They could be playing or en route. That's true.
I know they usually come and check this one out. when they can. Did it last year, didn't get the chance. They didn't play. As Giants will take a first pitch for low for 1-0. Zach out in right field today. Had a pretty good offensive day against Civic Memorial a couple of Tuesdays ago as the 1-0 comes. And it takes it low for a strike, 1-0. We never have determined if little brother is chief, what big brother's ranking is. As we wait the 1-0, here it comes inside. 2 balls, no strikes. I got 2 balls, 1 strike. Should be 2-1, shouldn't it?
I think.
We're all in full agreement.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Amen to that. Top of the 4th, 17-2 Rams. Bases empty, 2 outs for Giants. Go away with that and miss, and allegedly it's 2-2.
Yeah, he's going to put one on the interstate that time.
He could. Hit a semi, that thing could go for miles. Not really, it just bounced off the top. Fun to think about. Now, curveball inside, and that'll hit Giants in the backs, but another runner aboard.
Oh, man. The walks and hit by pitches are ruining Benton's day. Into 5, Mount Vernon Lady Rams now lead Waltonville Cessarville 6-3.
Wow. Of course, we talked to Scott Haley on the Saturday Sports Show. You can find that archive at WMIXsports.com. We talked with Brett Blondie as well. Pitch on the way to Hayes. He'll take the first pitch fastball high for a 1-0 count. Our video streaming when it returns in August is presented by Woodland College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Actually, our video streaming returns for the commencement exercises. If I don't word that correctly. But for sports, it returns in football season. As it counts now 1-1 to Hayes. I think the commencement exercises are May 24th. I'll double-check that. Usually same day as the Ram doubleheader with Highland. Get to go to Highland this year as the 1-1 comes. Waved at and missed, 1-2. Get to sit on top of the first base dugout at Highland. I love it. Get some Skeege-flavored gelato on the way home. Makes for a great day at the visiting office. 2 out, a runner aboard, 1-2 pitch coming. It's going to be in the dirt and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Derek Hayes. Hayes really hasn't put much effort in his pitch. Hasn't had to put a lot of effort in his pitching today.
70 pitches in 3 innings.
Great run support. As the count's even, 2-2. 2 outs. Inside, called third strike. He kind of had a feeling if it was close, it was going to be a strike. Good consistent strike zone today as we are through 3.5. It's 17-2 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Bottom of the order for the Rangers to start will be Chase Owens, followed by 1 and 2. It's Gus Gibbs and Martin Ward. As we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Mount Vernon Rams on top, 17-2. 12 runs in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth. As the Rams are all over the Rangers today. These 2 teams will meet again in May at Brennan Klein Memorial Field. First pitch fastball is low. 1 ball, no strikes to Chase Owens, who grounded out to the pitcher his last time. Next one coming, catches low. Things will even up here, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Looking across the way, looks like Benton has beat DeCoy 9-4 in softball. Scoreboard's been reset, but that was the last thing I saw.
They will play the JV game now. I believe it's customary. JV boys baseball game going on concurrently with this one. Conversation between the home plate umpire and Tim Holloway going on. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 balls and 1 strike. Got distracted by that was probably an unnecessary conversation. 17-2 ball game here in the 4th. The next one's going to be a chopped ground ball. Campbell gets there near the bag, fires over to first on a good throw, and it's going to be 6-3 for the first out of the inning.
Good handle. 5 more and you can get out of here 17-2 if it stays that way.
They have the lights on here in Benton. Yeah, lights. Get you a sectional in the King City. As Gibbs will stand in, and this will be a wild pitch for 1-0. That one got well away. But Martin Ward on deck for the Rangers. Rangers are back in action tomorrow against Montini. Amco Wednesday. As the Rams will actually be at home against Effingham tomorrow, Montini on Wednesday. 1-0, the count here comes, and this is going to be a ground ball back to Campbell. Had some trouble with it, grabs with his glove, won't have a throw over to first base. Reaching on the air is Gus Gibbs.
Nobody's really handling the baseball very well today on either side. Kind of been a choppy infield for both teams today as far as defense goes.
1 gone and a runner aboard here in the 4th. Bottom half, 17-2. Rams on top of the Benton Rangers. Pitch on the way will be low and outside to Martin Ward. 1-0.
A little precipitation heading this way if things don't start hurrying up.
Well, I want to get caught in that. 1-0 in the dirt. Runner's going to go. Weber's throw down to second base is just a hair late. Not much he could do. That was a good, strong throw. Runner just beat it out. We'll give the runner some credit. It's 2-0 to Martin Ward with a runner on second. That runner scores will not be earned. 2-0 pitch coming in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes.
I think Mr. Hayes just you don't need to be wasting and trying to be fancy and nibble. You got to throw strikes, and if you're Tim Holloway, you need to get a couple innings out of him, or 2 more, and that'd be enough.
Outside corner just missing. That'll be a 4-pitch walk and put 2 aboard with 1 out for Benton. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the 1 account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Member FDIC. 1 gone, 2 aboard here in the bottom of the 4th, and this will be popped up. Might find us. Not really. It'll hit us on top. No, it's not over. But we're going to hit the roof.
Not a lot of target here, although it looks like 1 baseball did hit. Busted out the glass on the outside.
Double pane window, or whatever they call that, panel. Not a home improvement guy, as I told you on the Saturday Sports Show, as waved at and missed. It's 0-2 to Nathaniel Higgins.
Smells like rain now.
Yeah, it does. Now, there are a couple of fly balls earlier we thought might bring rain. It looks like they could have. As 0-2 the count to Higgins. 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Fancy pitch on the outside corner will be the second out. Great bender there by Derek Hayes.
Once you lock up that front side, it's hard to get it going, and all Higgins could do is lock his front side, tip the cap, and go to the dugout.
2 on, 2 out. That'll bring in Dakota Head. He's 2 for 2 today. Singled both times. Stranded on third. Second and third. It's consecutive innings. Pop up right side in foul territory. Pike will make the catch near the bag. And we are through 4 innings. 17-2 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Feed me, Seymour. Rend Lake College's production of the cult classic Little Shop of Horrors is coming Thursday through Sunday, April the 3rd through the 6th, to the Rend Lake College Theater in Ina. This musical is a spoof of the 1960 film about a Skid Row floral assistant who discovers a carnivorous plant. As the meat-eating plant grows, so do the problems. Thursday through Saturday performances are at 7 p.m. and the Sunday matinee is at 2 p.m. Tickets are only $12. Call the Rend Lake College box office at 437-5321, extension 1467.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome back, Eovaldi Field at the Benton Community Park, where for the Mount Vernon Rams here in the 5th, it'll be Blake Jones, Braden Smith, and Zach Brookman. Barring any changes to Tim Holloway's lineup, and I want to be too certain that we won't see some changes to get some at-bats.
Yeah, sounds like tons.
So Brock Fulkerson will bat for Blake Jones. Oh, I thought I heard 12 for 3. So Tyler Morgan will get in that bat for Braden Smith, and I didn't catch who was batting for Brookman. Tim Holloway's going to get some kids some ABs here. In the top of the 5th, 17-2, we'll have a new Ranger pitcher. It's Dylan Chamis.
Got to get some people some ABs, keep them fresh. Of course, Fulkerson and Morgan definitely be used this week on the bump.
Spike Bunton for Benton.
Yeah.
Went 2 innings. Get you his numbers momentarily.
To find my line.
No, he went 2 full innings.
Yep. 3rd and the 4th. That was easy.
As Brock Fulkerson will lead things off against Dylan Chamis, the right-hander. 17-2 as we head to this top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Brock is going to be hit the opposite way softly to the first baseman, Ward, for your first out. Soft liner.
Sat all day to do that.
Yep.
He'll get a hard time in the dugout. Bunton, 2 innings, 2 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, a walk, and a strikeout. Does not figure into the decision. Right now, Logan Truckheld is the loser at this point.
As Tyler Morgan will dig in, 1 out, bases empty. Top of the 5th, Rams on top, 17-2. Chamness will fire, waved at. Missed by Morgan. 0-1. Ground ball, third base side. Shouldn't be a problem for Carney over to first base. 5-3 is your second out.
Another pinch hitter.
Supposed to be Dalton Beck. So Beck will dig in. 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 5th. 17-2. Wind starting to pick up.
Yeah, I think there's some rain in the vicinity.
As if you didn't know anybody, you'd think that was Blake Jones. Outside corner. They both have at least 1-1 on their jersey. Same helmet, same shoes. Similar height, similar build. As it's 0-1 to Beck. 2 outs, bases empty. Reaches for that. Swung and maybe a foul tip as it's 0-2.
Rams going into swing mode here.
For the Rangers in their last chance, bottom of the 5th, it should be Tyler Owens, Spike Bunton. And the 7th spot in the order. Air ball is going to be over the head. Good stop by the catcher. 1-2 to Dalton Beck. Rams up 17-2 here in the 5th. Chamness will fire out of the windup, low and away. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just past the top of the 6 o'clock hour, WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Weathers Broadcasting, as the 2-2 pitch. Good pitch there. Gets the Rangers out of the inning. 1-2-3, go the Rams here in the 5th. Last chance coming up for the Rangers. 17-2 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get out a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. Driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Rams Baseball is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Don't forget that one account featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Bottom of the 5th we go. Leading off is Tyler Owens. First pitch from Derek Hayes is going to be low and in for ball 1. So defensively for the Rams, the only change really appears to be Tyler Morgan at third. This will be chopped over toward Morgan. Hayes will cut it off, fires over to first. Good play by Pike to stay on the bag. As he outstretched for that one, and that'll be 5-3. So Blake Jones did not come out of the lineup. You wouldn't expect him to. Stays in defensively. You got to stay in that spot in the batting order.
Can't take the shoes out of the lineup.
That Spike Button will take a first pitch outside. Right now, Grelkeld, who gave up 4 early runs, will stand to be the Ranger loser.
Derek Hayes trying to get a complete game out of the deal.
Yeah.
Be nice for him to get that.
17-2 if you're just joining us. Rams on top of the Rangers here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, 1-1 count on the batter with the bases empty. Spike Button takes it low. It's 2-1.
Good for Mount Vernon. I think on their side of things, to get some confidence at the plate. Benton did a good job after the first, really. So positives for both.
And unless the Rangers get 6 runs here, we'll have the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show coming up after this half inning. Tell you all the numbers, the stats, and the player of the game. As this is going to be a hard hit ground ball to Ryan Campbell. Picks it up cleanly, fires over to first. 6-3 is your second out, and this means the last chance for the Benton Rangers is it will be Dylan Chamness to bat. Throws right, bats left. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're worldwide at WMIXSports.com as we await the first pitch to the left-hander, low for a 1-0 count. 1-0. Here comes the Chamness. Foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 17-2 is your score. Rain looming on the radar. Rams hoping to avoid any of that precipitation. 1-1 coming. Lefty Chamness is going to slice this one into left center field. Waiting on it is Blake Jones. And that's going to do it. Your final score, the Mount Vernon Rams 17, the Benton Rangers 2. We'll come back with your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One checking product. The new One account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whack! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS, that's 1-888-LANDERS.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full-service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. The Mount Vernon Rams beat the Benton Rangers on the road 17-2. And they do it in 5 innings. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Quentin Lloyd back at our Mount Vernon studio. Of course, you can find Schmidt Chevrolet right next to the studios of WMIX, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. View all of their inventory online at schmidtchevrolet.com. You can follow us on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. You'll find a full scoreboard later tonight at WMIXsports.com. Of course, we can't forget the obligatory mention that if you'd like to see the Rams play at Busch Stadium versus Clinton on Sunday, May the 4th, that'll be at 4 p.m., the Rams need to sell 900 Cardinals tickets on a later date. Rams are selling right field box seats for the game against the Phillies on June 19th. Tickets are just $22 and, of course, are valued at $57 a piece. If you'd like tickets to support your Mount Vernon Rams baseball team, contact the Mount Vernon Township High School Athletic Office. 17-2 your final. DC has a score in the center.
Mount Vernon with 17 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, 4 left on base. Benton with 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. Derek Hayes is the winning pitcher. Logan Threlkeld is the losing pitcher for the Rangers, and the game took 1 hour and 45 minutes. Mount Vernon goes to 3-4-1 on the season with a 17-2 win over Benton on the road.
We'll take a break on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. When we come back, we'll have your Rams player of the game. 17-2 your final in 5 innings. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
It's time for every golfer's favorite holiday. Super Demo Day returns to the Rinley College Golf Outlet Saturday, April 5th from 10 till 4. Free range balls, free fittings, and free expert advice from industry professionals. 12 of the hottest brands will be showcased, including TaylorMade, Callaway, and Ping. Hit some balls with a new 2014 driver, like the new Callaway Big Bertha, or get fitted for the new Ping I-25 irons. Real golfers can't miss this event. It's Super Demo Day, Saturday, April 5th at the Rinley College Golf Outlet, just off the interstates in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Eovaldi Field, where the Rams wrap up a 17-2 win over the Benton Rangers. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. It's right here. We need a Mount Vernon Rams player of the game, and what a day for our player, POG.
Jake Pike with a couple of home runs, scored 4 runs. Of course, drove in about 4. Actually, he drove in 5, maybe more than that. And Jake Pike with that opportunity, of course, drove in 1, 4, 6. Yeah, hard to believe how many he drove in. I mean, had a couple of home runs. I mean, that's pretty big for him. He'll have the glad hand of the day at the back of his head, and he is the player of the game. 3 home runs for the Rams today, 2 for Jake Pike, 1 for Thomas Weber, and both are tied with the team lead for 2. That's going to do it for us. Mount Vernon Rams victorious on the road today. Back at it tomorrow against the Effingham Flaming Hearts. 4:30 is your first pitch. 4:15 your pregame from Brennan Klein Memorial Field. We'll have it here for you on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Speaking of which, for your WMIX Sports team of Danny Czerwinski and Quentin Lloyd, I'm Chris Hugo. Remind you of the final score one more time. The Mount Vernon Rams 17, the Benton Rangers 2 in 5 innings. So long from Franklin County.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is sponsored by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXsports.com. Now back to America's best music on the legendary WMIX.
92090.